maybe not the best area to be doing a review on this. There's been the cow shit and the stones and sand and gravel all over the road down here. You might see my first crash. Hey up folks, Rude Boy Moto here, hope you can hear me okay. Started with a quick overview of my new toy, since there's been quite a bit of buzz about these the last sort of days, weeks, months if you like. So this is the 010 XE scooter, also I think goes under the name of Unicool possibly. It's a dual motor, 800 watt, 800 watt, suspension, springs, disc brakes, cable operated. It says in the bump that come with it that it goes about 70 kilometers an hour. I've not had it up to that yet. I'm not saying it can't do it. I've had it max, I've had it's 55. 100 kilos just to give you an idea. It probably could do a bit more, but I don't think it had much more than the 55 when somebody a bit lighter would probably maybe get a bit more out of it. So a quick run through. So when you get it, you have to build it. You have to basically just put the handlebars on, tighten up brakes, throttle, all that. I have changed the handlebars. The handlebars that came with it were quite high and I didn't like them, so I've put on it. They're 31.8 mil, so fat bars, any Renthal mountain bike, motorbike fat bars will fit. So I've put a set of carbon mountain bike bars on it. Any other things I've done to it? Not much really. Of phone holder, and adjusted the suspension. When it came, it was basically, they're meant to be good for 150 kilos, and I think they had the suspension set for 150 kilos because it basically didn't hardly moved when I put my weight on it. It didn't. The suspension, there was no sag at all, and you need a little bit of sag. So basically, you'll see, if you can see, hopefully you can see that little white mark. I put them on, just a little paint marker. So I put backed it off, 1 turn on the back and 1.5 turns on the front, and it's made it a little bit better. I've got a little bit of sag. I might give it another half turn each side and see how we get on, but I'll try this out first. Brakes, as I say, cable discs. Now I was looking at these alongside the disc brakes on my mountain bike, the Shimano DR disc brakes on my mountain bike, and they look like they'd be basically an exact fit there. So I think these are just mountain bike brakes. So at some point I might change these out for hydraulic brakes as opposed to the cable operated. Just get better modulation with the hydraulics. Again, same with the shocks. They look very similar to mountain bike shocks, so I don't know, you could possibly change them out maybe for some XC cross country pneumatic shocks, which would give you a lot more adjustability, because these, all you've got preload on the spring. There's no rebound or compression or nothing like that, it's just purely preload. It folds down, you unhook these, it's just quick releases, a bit like bicycle seat clamps, and slide that clamp up and that folds down. I've not bothered. One thing I will say is after every ride or before every ride, just check these. I've been having to tighten them up as it kind of, you get a bit of flex, and I don't know if there's maybe getting a bit of stretch in these bolts or in the clamp itself, and I'm finding I'm having to tighten them each time, hopefully to a point that they'll be good, or they'll snap, one of the two. If they do snap, I'll probably just take these out and put in a couple of nuts and bolts. I've no real need to fold it up and down all the time. So up to the controls, you got eco mode, turbo mode, single and dual motor, so you can run it on just one motor or both motors. Eco mode doesn't matter whether you're in single or dual. Eco mode, it restricts it to about 25 kilometers an hour. I've noticed when I go into turbo mode on a single motor, I get just above 30, 32, 33 shown on the control, and then when I go into the dual mode, that's when I've managed to get it up to 55, and to be honest, 55 is plenty quick enough. You got a voltmeter, it's a 52 volt 18 amp hour battery. It's basically a pack of the 18650 lithium ion cells, and under the deck itself. So fully charged, it's their 58.8, I think they're meant to be, and then it's got a low voltage cut off. I think it's 44, but I wouldn't run them as low as that if you can help it, because you'll just shorten the lifespan of the batteries running them that low all the time. Meant to be good again, I think 50-60 kilometres, but I think that would only be if you're running in eco mode all the time, and again that might be exaggerated. I've never ran it so long. I've only had it a week and a half, so I've never ran it that far anyway to see what sort of distance I get out of the batteries. So switch it on, just press there, that's it on, obviously with the key on. So you've got your gears, so you press mode gear 1, 2 and 3. It's basically like speed modes, although I've not noticed any major difference to the speed itself, more acceleration. So 1 being the lowest and 3 being the quickest, so I just leave it in 3 all the time. If I want to go slow, just click it into eco mode. Comes with this little bell, yeah, just to alert people if you like. That's it. Decent enough little thing, I suppose, for the price, considering the equivalent Dualtron, I think the Dualtron 2 or maybe the Dualtron EX, which is like similar specs to this, is basically twice the price. And then obviously if you want to go up onto the Dualtron Ultra, the Dualtron Thunder, which are basically like the Rolls Royce of e-scooters if you like. But it's not bad, it's good fun, so I'll take it for a blast, and I'll get back to you very shortly. Before I set off, one thing I did forget is if you hold the mode and the power button down at the same time, you can go into all the different settings. I'm not going to run through them all just now. If you look up Falcon PEV on YouTube, I'll put a link in the description below, but if you look them up on YouTube, they've got a run through the full settings that you can change. You can change the max speeds and blah blah blah, stuff like that. Like the max power, I think is set at 100%. You can reduce it if you want down to like 80%, so even at full throttle you'll never get more than 80% power, and various other settings that a lot you don't need to touch, to be honest, but I'll link that down below. Again, the lights as well, you hold the mode button and it switches the lights on. So you've got front, you can see, and then you got the rears down there, and it's also got brake lights, so when you brake the lights flash. Hopefully you can see that okay. Right, switch the lights off because I don't need them, and go for a spin. I'm just gonna, I've got this little app that I use, Relive. It's quite cool. It just a GPS thing. It just maps your basically just GPS covers where you're going, and one person did ask me if it was any good, if you could use it off-road, so it's getting a try now. Ooh. So this is in eco mode just now, on single, so it maxes out. 25 is all you're going to get, and that doesn't matter whether you're in single or dual, you'll only get 25 kilometers an hour. So I mean, for off-road, little dirt tracks like this would be okay, you know, it's not. So I'll take it out of eco mode. Now I'm on single, so eco on single will get 31, 32. Again, hopefully you can hear me okay from the wind. I mean, that's alright. 30, oh well, 36 I'm up to there, so I suppose if you get a long enough run just on the single motor. Now I'll flick it into dual motors, and you notice quite a difference with the dual. Maybe I haven't, hold on. There you go, right, dual. There we go, dual motored. 49, 50, 52, up to 52 there. So 52, and then I want a brake. The brakes work alright, so, but I'm still getting used to it, so I mean, let's say a lighter person could maybe get a lot more out of it than I do, speed wise. Not a watch, because between, maybe not the best area to be doing a review on this, between the cow shit and the stones and sand and gravel all over the road down here, it's, you might see my first crash. Squeaking from the brakes, I'm thinking it's just because it's new and I need to bed them in, maybe bed the pads in a bit. Hopefully that squeaking will go away, hopefully. So I'm back into just single motor mode just now, because no need for dual motors for going around there. I don't want to be going around there at 50 kilometres an hour. Right, so I'll switch back into dual for this straight. And there we go, 40, 46, 50, 51, 54, and slow down, right. So that was 54 there, but to be honest that's pretty bloody quick enough on one of these things. I suppose maybe the dual motor and eco mode would be helpful for the off-road stuff, so you've got two-wheel drive as opposed to just single-wheel drive. That might be a benefit of using dual motors in eco. The wife sitting in the truck, give me a wave. She just laughs, me and all my toys. Don't know if you hear that creaking from, you do get a bit of flex in the stem, or if you like, so I'm led to believe that is normal just with the length of it, but let's say just that quick releases, just check them and keep tightening them up every ride, or before or after every ride, you know. Boy, let's say not the best place, but it gives you an idea of what it can do, you know. It doesn't have to be perfectly flat roads, you can, a little bit of dirt, a little bit shitty roads, wee slidey. A bit of fun in it. Definitely, and see now that I've adjusted that suspension, it's definitely better, but I think another, like I said, I think another half turn on the front and back might just soften it up just a little bit. It's still just a little bit firm. And there's a bit of weight to it as well. I would say it's up there about probably 30 plus kilos, you know. It's certainly not lightweight. It's certainly a lot heavier than your average mountain bike. That's just probably because of the battery pack. Not brave enough yet to come flying down curbs and stuff on it. Give it a few months maybe. If ever. back single motor, just normal mode, not eco mode. Yeah, so that's normal mode, single motor, 36, 37, so I think you could probably get the higher speeds out of the single motor. It just takes you longer to get there. With the dual motor, the acceleration is a lot quicker, if you like. It gets you up to the higher speeds. See, that's acceleration on single motor full power mode, and that's acceleration dual motor full power. Gets you there a lot quicker, you know. And I mean, the modifications you can do to them, especially the Dualtrons and things like that, I mean, you just need to look at some of the Singapore Facebook pages or YouTube videos from guys in Singapore that have modified the Dualtrons. This 010 is quite new on the market, so but unfortunately for folk in Singapore, they've been regulated to death now, because there's been a lot of incidents and accidents and stuff with pedestrians over there, so it's kind of killed off the more powerful e-scooters. A good place to go and buy them cheap if you were wanting that market. Let's say about that app, if it works and I edit the video correctly, the Relive app that maps where I'm going, you'll see it in the video. I'll have it up in the corner of the video, so full power dual motor again. I mean, it's not bad. 10-inch wheels, so you have to be a bit careful, you know. Easy to sort of get off balance, I would imagine. Not that I have yet. What's up? So back on single motor full power mode. So I'll head down this straight just on the single motor and see if I can get the higher speeds out of it. It'll take a bit longer to get there, but I'll see if I can actually get there in the bit of the straight that I've got. Yeah, that's it. You just get your body position right for the bumps. I mean, it's all right, you know. I suppose a bit like you would do if you were mountain biking or motocrossing, maybe. Probably mountain biking would be more similar. Motocrossing, you're going to be a lot of speeds, and then that's it. You get little bunny hops. Use the suspension. Get little bunny hops over the bigger jumps, over the bigger bumps, should I say, not jumps, but. So that's single motor, 40, 38, 40, and it seems to be, just find it hard to pick up from that in single motor full power. Again, on a lighter person, probably more need to go on a diet, lose a few kilos, see if I get some more speed out of it, or just bite the bullet and buy a Dualtron, which I've got twice, if not 3 times the power of this. You probably can't hear a word I'm saying because of the wind noise. I think I want to get the wife on this one, so if I get the wife on this one, then that gives me an excuse to buy a Dualtron. I can't buy this and then a week later go buying a Dualtron and she'll go mental. But you know, if I could get her onto this one, and I could say, okay, you can keep it and I'll get a new one. Not that I really need more power, but yeah, Saying that, you always need more power, don't you? We need more power, Captain. She can't do it. Star Trek, Scotty. For those that remember that far back. Right, dual motor. And we're off. Hee hee. Where's she going? To be honest, I think once I get really used to it, I think it should be dual motor, full power all the time. So you just kind of keep it in dual motor, but then just flick it into eco mode when you want to just go a wee bit slower, like on these bits. So that's it, folks. The 010X, or Uni-Cool, I think it also comes branded as. Good fun. So I'll leave you there, folks. Any questions, comments, feel free. I'll do my best to answer them. Speak to you later. Ta-da.